So this belt that you see starting from Nepal, this is basically the Eastern Himalayas that we are going to talk about. This is an amazingly rich region. This is the region where the most number of discoveries in flora and fauna have been made in the past 10 years of any continent on Earth. If you just look at the stats are staggering in itself. Over 350 species of animals and plants have been discovered in this region for the past 10 years. That translates to around 35 species per year. And it includes almost 250 plants, 16 amphibians, 16 reptiles, 14 fish, 2 birds, and 2 mammals. And the most important discovery of regarding Indian biodiversity, if you have heard of it, there was one large primate which was discovered in Arunachal some years back. It was called the Arunachal macaque, Tawang macaque. It also came from Arunachal, and so was this strange bird called the Bugon's leosichla. It was the last large bird to be discovered in the last 50 years from India. So both of them have come from Arunachal, this tiny state tucked in the corner of Eastern Himalayas. This diversity, in a way, can be attributed to a lot of factors. But simply speaking, it's because Eastern Himalayas is in the junction of 2 geographical plates. The Himalayan plate somehow collides with the Indo-Burma plate, which somehow accumulates biodiversity from 2 different regions, 2 different biogeographical regions. So it is truly and literally at the place where 2 worlds collide. Okay, so we are going to take a journey in Eastern Himalayas, and for that I've chosen Sikkim as a representative, not because it's where I worked most of my career with WWF, but because within just 7,000 square kilometers, it gives you representative types of all the habitats that you find in Himalayas, like Eastern Himalayas. If you take a drive from the border of Sikkim and you drive for 12 hours to the northern part, you will come across all the habitat types that I'm going to show you. The other states have the habitat types, but because of their geographical extent, it is kind of hard to locate and travel in one single journey and come across them. Okay, but you are not going to hear it from my perspective. We are going to hear it from someone who has an intimate knowledge of this area, like this region, Sikkim. If you have heard about Sikkim, read about Sikkim, or if you've been to Sikkim, you must have been knowing about the Lepcha tribes. Lepchas are the original inhabitants in the Eastern Himalayas, in Sikkim, Darjeeling, and Nepal, parts of Nepal. These people have an immensely deep knowledge and resource base of biodiversity. These were the true people of the forest. Even before people from Nepal, Tibet came to Sikkim, they were living there, they were collecting all the resources, their livelihoods from the forest. They had a single name in their local dialect for each and every animal species. I don't know how many languages and dialects in India can boast of that. I've seen in Nepali that most of the names are generic. But in Lepcha, there is a single name individual name for each and every animal and plant species. So we are going to follow recollections of this guy who is called Mutanchi Rongkup, which translates into the most beloved son of Mother Earth.